Many engineering objects have complex internal features, hollow chambers, drilled holes, internal threads, bores, slots, keyways. In a normal orthographic view, these internal features appear as hidden detail lines, dashes, which can make the drawing confusing when there are many of them. A sectional view solves this by imagining the object cut open along a chosen plane, revealing the interior in clear, visible lines. Definition: a sectional view, cross-section, is a view obtained by imagining the object cut by a cutting plane, removing the portion between the viewer and the cutting plane, and drawing what remains, showing internal details as visible, solid lines rather than hidden lines. Main types of sectional views. 1. Full section. The cutting plane passes entirely through the object, cutting it in half. One half is removed, the remaining half is drawn. Most common type. 2. Half section, used for symmetrical objects. The cutting plane cuts only 1/4 of the object. Half the front elevation shows the external view, half shows the internal or sectioned view, divided by a central line and not a solid line. Shows both external and internal features in one view. Very efficient for symmetrical objects like shafts, bushes, flanges. 3. Local, part/partial, section. Only a small portion of the object is sectioned, just enough to reveal a specific local feature. Boundary of the local section is shown by an irregular break line. 4. Removed, revolved, section. A cross-sectional shape drawn away from the main view, removed, or rotated into the view, revolved. Used to show the cross-sectional shape of a bar, rib, or web at a particular point. The cut surface in a sectional view is distinguished from the uncut surfaces by hatching, also called section lines or cross-hatching. Standard hatching rules. 1. Hatch lines are thin continuous lines drawn at 45 degrees to the main outlines or horizontal. 2. Hatch lines are equally spaced, typically 3 to 5 mm apart for standard drawings. 3. All hatched areas in the same view belonging to the same parts must have hatching in the same direction and same spacing. 4. When different parts are shown in section, as in an assembly section, each part has its hatching in a different direction or different spacing, to distinguish the parts. 5. Solid sections, shafts, bolts, nuts, ribs, webs, spokes, are not hatched even when the cutting plane passes through them, they are shown in outline only. 6. Very large section areas may use outline hatching, hatching only near the boundary. Cutting plane indication. On the view where you are defining where the cut is made, draw the cutting plane line, thick chain line with arrows showing the direction of viewing. Label the ends of the cutting plane line with capital letters VA, BB. Label the resulting sectional view accordingly, section AA, section BB. By convention, standard practice, the following items are not hatched even when the cutting plane passes through them. Shafts and rods, solid cylindrical parts. Bolts, nuts, screws, studs, fasteners. Keys. Pins. Spokes, of wheels. Ribs and webs, thin supporting structures. Gears, shown in simplified convention. Reason: these items have their shapes fully defined by their outline, hatching adds no information and makes the drawing harder to read. WAEC question: state what is meant by a sectional view. List 3 types of sectional views. State the rules for drawing section lines, hatching. Sectional view: a view obtained by imagining an object to be cut by a cutting plane, the portion between the viewer and the cutting plane is removed, and the remaining portion, showing internal details as visible lines, is drawn with the cut surface indicated by hatching. 3 types: full section, half section, local, partial/broken out section. Also, removed section, revolved section. Hatching rules. 1. Hatch lines drawn at 45 degrees to horizontal or to main outline of the part. 2. Lines evenly spaced, typically 3 to 5 mm apart. 3. All parts of the same component in the same view hatched in the same direction and spacing. 4. Different components in assembly section have different hatching directions or spacing. 5. Solid parts such as shafts, bolts, nuts, ribs, and spokes are not hatched.